Hello there. Well, I have to make some kind of an effort and do another one of these. This is from last week. This is Downtown. It's not plugged in for a change. Probably about one of the better matches of the weekend. And I haven't watched this in a day or two. I'm not sure what's going to happen now. Well. Yeah, no surprise there. That's something I'm starting to sort of expect. I mean, I come around the corner and there's fun times in the Scorpion getting ready to take out the vendor. I know he's going to do it. I just haven't come up with a better alternative, because that's really all I want to do is take the vendor and drive it to the centers. Do things the same way all the time, and lo and behold, somebody notices that and decides to get out in front of it. So, probably not a bad idea. Probably not a bad idea if I can come up with an alternative opening for this map. I'm not sure why I do that, but on most of these maps, there is a specific opening play that I tend to make every time. Or maybe there's one or two that I make every time. On Floodgate, for example, it usually heads straight for the prime, which is a natural thing to do. Once in a while, you'll see someone on the other team that will fly into the enemy prime with a Viper and just kill everybody there that's trying to build up the prime. If they can do that, obviously the enemy prime gets built up slower, and that gives the other team the advantage where they're trying to get the centers. So. People do sometimes tend to think a couple moves ahead in this game, although that's mainly at the beginning of the match. The matches in all these maps tend to kind of start out in the same sorts of ways, but that quickly breaks down, because once people start getting killed and respawning in that, it starts to become a lot more chaotic. And after that, it's not quite so easy to get ahead of what the other players are doing. Although you can still do it from time to time, you just have to be observant. Those Scorpion suicides, they tend to wipe out everything for a fairly good distance around them. You just have to be very observant, if you can, and it helps to have experience so that you can interpret what you're looking at. Completely, that guy just jumped up there and capped right in front of us. It helps to have experience so that you can observe what's going on, and so that you can know what it means when you see something. You see a guy lurking around the nuke up there, and well, he's waiting for the nuke, right? Or you see a guy sniping at a specific spot in Floodgate, and you know that what he's doing is he's standing there because he expects the enemy orb holder to get dragged through there on a Viper. We're in real trouble. We got into trouble real quick in this match. We're already down about 59 points. But this is probably about as bad as it's going to get for us. We're only about 3.5 minutes in here, but we're going to turn this around. Grabbing this bomb's probably not a great thing to do when you don't have a Manta. I only grabbed the nuke because I didn't want to leave it there for someone on the other team to get it. But now that I've got it, I'd rather use the nuke than this bomb, but I'm kind of stuck with the bomb because the only way to drop the bomb is to use it. They don't have any way to drop this bomb to where someone else can pick it up. That would be nice, but well, maybe the throw command, if there is a throw command, which I've never bothered with. I had the brilliant idea. Well, I'll bomb the enemy ramp with the bomb, but as sometimes happens, I got a little bit confused, and I actually put the bomb on the ramp on our side of the map, which as it turns out has no effect whatsoever, because that ramp is still there. I didn't know that. Yeah, but apparently if you bomb your own ramp, it does not blow up your ramp, I guess, because it's sure as hell still there. There it is. Oh well. I guess you learn something every day when you do stupid things. You tend to learn things pretty good. Not always really useful things, but guess it's information anyway. Any way you look at it. We've got a tank in the prime, which is going to help a lot. It's really what we need at this point. I think that's Kralin in that tank, and he's actually going to stay put in the prime for a while, which is probably the best thing he can do at this point. I don't think I'm going to get anywhere in this vehicle. Right away, I'm going to run upon this guy over here on the left. And get a couple arrows in. I managed to get that bender out, but they finished me off with the Scorpion self-destruct. That's what it is. I was wondering about that. The tank is still up there, and I managed to get the Scorpion out before he killed me. And let's see if I'll probably go to. No, I'm not. I'm gonna take this to the nuke position. I don't usually camp the nuke, but I do worry about it a lot, because it would be a bad thing for Blue to get the nuke right now. So I like to think that I'm not so much camping the nuke here as I'm keeping Blue from getting it, which actually isn't as great an idea as it seems like, because the nuke is actually a long way from spawning at this point. I don't know that. I don't time the nuke like a lot of people do. So I don't know that it's all that easy to do anyway, because, well, it's easy to time it the first couple of times it spawns, because you know it's going to pop up like, what is it, 120 seconds after the start of the match. But after it's been picked up a couple of times, if you don't know when it was picked up, you're less likely to know exactly when it spawns. And if you're like me, you probably have no idea when it spawns anyway. You're pretty much just guessing at it. I pretty much try to pick up on when it's going to spawn just by watching the other people on the map. I decided it wasn't going to spawn anytime. My gut instinct is that it isn't going to spawn anytime soon, so I leapt over to the prime as I saw a blue guy walking in there. Then when I got there, there's a tank there, so I'm not really needed there. So I'm going to go right back here. Yeah. Now that I've been waiting here forever and a day, I'm like, well, it's got to spawn soon now. But it actually does take a long time for this thing to spawn. It's only like a minute. It's only like a minute and a half or 2 minutes or something like that. But it's still a long. Up there it is. And we picked it up. What's that guy's name? Tesco. He's a bit of a noob. Real nice guy, but he's not really the person I'd want to grab the nuke. He's got an unfortunate tendency to give things like that away to the enemy. It's nice to see him playing, but he's pretty inexperienced. He tends to not do well when he picks up the orb and a few other things. But I hope he doesn't get discouraged, because I'm sure once he picks up the basics of what's going on in the game, he'll play much better. He does seem like he's capable of deathmatching a little bit, so I'm sure once he picks up on how the game is played, it'll be fine. But he gets cursed at a lot. Well, he gets cursed at from time to time. People are a bit impatient with noobs and so on. Well, that's what happens, you know. Somebody's got, people have to learn. You can't just walk in here. I mean, the game seems simple when you've been playing it for years, like a lot of these people have been. But actually, somebody that just walks in here and has never seen it before, they don't really know what's going on. I'm not really sure about that, because I don't remember what it's like to play this game and not know what the hell is going on. It's all pretty much second nature at this point. I get in the middle of these games and I can pretty much look around for a few seconds and get a good idea of what's going on and where I need to go to. Although I don't always make the best decision about it. But that's what it's about, really. I have second thoughts about going into the prime. I'm going to make a desperation attempt to take the center. Because there's fire up there anyway, so I figured I might as well support it, but I don't know how long it will last. That probably won't last very long. It's not that big of a deal, because we do still have the tank node, so I can afford to be a little bit reckless with the tank, I guess, as long as Blue doesn't take the tank node, which they probably will make an attempt to do that now. Yeah, there they are. They're putting fire on it already. That's predictable. Well, I'll worry about that in a minute. For now, I just want to. We did manage to nail the center down at least. Blue has managed to shoot down the tank node. I guess I'm still deciding to worry about that later. I'm making some kind of a play for the prime while we still got a chance before Blue can get a tank up. Lost my pen.
Attack the tank node.
Yeah, Blue's not a bunch of idiots, that's for sure. And yeah, we're still making a play for the prime. Blue's definitely got a hold of the tank node. So unless we get the prime pretty soon, they're probably going to get a tank up here, and that'll probably be the end of this play. If they get a tank into this prime, that'll definitely put an end to our. Well, that'll definitely put an end to our offense. Still not. I'm still. Oh God, I hate it when I do that. Minimizing the screen. Yeah. Usually manage to get killed when I do that. Yeah, still not worrying about the tank node. I tend to not worry about the tank node. I tend to let other people deal with it, but it can be very inconvenient. Yeah, they probably got a tank, and they probably got a tank incoming at this point. Where's that nuke again? Well, let somebody else grab it. Not sure where their tank is. It might be. No, it's not in here either. Well, that's a good thing. Don't get to do that too often. There's that nuke. Well, let me see if I can shoot down the prime, since it looks like we're getting some here. Oh, that is an enemy thing, isn't it? Yeah. Slick shooter. Still trying to shoot that. Down the prime, and didn't quite manage it. I don't know what happened with the blue tank. It must have got shot down. We got our people taken out. Well, they were trying to take down the tank. So we're looking pretty strong now, though. We got a vendor up on the dock. We got people shooting down the enemy tank. We probably got blue outnumbered at this point. That's the only explanation for this. I think we did. Probably got them outnumbered by about 1 unit, probably. I'm not really contributing much to this game. I'm just trying to. Yeah, you can see my aim is off. On that one video, 1 or 2 videos back, I was just hitting with the black cannon every time. I think apparently that was a fluke, because I'm nowhere near as good with it as I was that night. I think my reflexes are just basically got a little bit random. Some days I get out here and I can whip around and I can just nail everything, you know. And other days I couldn't hit the broadside of the barn, you know. It's just goes with being a bit spastic, I think. Just don't have what do you call it? Reliable or consistent. The reflexes are non-consistent. Do the best I can, but you know, yeah, the old nerve endings just don't work too well. Probably, I guess more practice would be good. I was kind of thinking maybe I ought to switch mouse mats to the ice mat here. Apparently was not the last word of mouse mats. Oh gosh, that was a big trip. Blue does have a tank coming in. That's kind of bad news. We are putting points on their core, but not that many. I'm gonna make a play here for the nuke, which I don't know if I'm forgetting. No, I didn't quite manage it. Yeah, I see. I'm just shooting everything in the world except that blue guy. And it's a good thing these other people were shooting at him too, because he would have got away from me for sure. He had the nuke too, so it was kind of important to get him out. Yeah, I don't understand it, but I'm thinking maybe I should try one of these textured mouse mats, these big old textured mouse mats. Apparently they're kind of like the greatest thing ever now at this point. The ice mat is nice, but maybe that slick surface isn't the best thing in the world. I watched 1 or 2 YouTube videos on the horribly important subject of mouse mats, and that's sort of the impression I picked up. Enemy orb carrier down. I guess that's one more thing to think about after I get done during the endless series of repairs on my cars, which are getting ridiculously old.
5 minutes.
I'm kind of stuck. Oh god. Yeah, it's pretty much over at this point. It seems like we got a good 5 minutes to go. We're still way behind. Well, no, we're not that far behind the score. We got the prime nailed down pretty much. I don't think it's coming back from this.
Blue core is secure.
Well, they did get the prime nailed. Well,
I'm on your team.
it doesn't look like they're going to do that. Not unless they get the center down real quick before that shield goes down. No,
Blue
we
core
got it
is
back.
under attack.
Not too surprised. Now we're pretty consistently hitting their core.
I've got the ore.
Doesn't look like this will even go to overtime. Not at this rate. Pretty much just got to stay here and keep the prime nail down, and, well, until we can get somebody out here to finish off the core. There's Chronos. Here comes the blue orb, which is not going to make anything. Oh, he's desperately trying to make it in here and help him.
Attack the enemy core. Blue core is under attack. Attack the tank
We still
node.
got the bouncing around. I was trying to deny the nuke, and I don't think I did. A little hard to tell. I don't know if I don't know. I wouldn't say I denied the nuke because it definitely exploded, but it's more likely the nuke denied the Scorpion suicide.
Grab the
That's
shape
probably
charge.
more
Blue
likely.
core is under
The
attack.
announcer
Blue core
definitely
is
did yell
secure.
out suicide, but it's not always exactly clear what he's referring to. Well, I could shoot the blue guy on foot, but it's more important to shoot this paladin, although that was kind of a stupid thing to do. Pretty much destined to lose that fight. We're pushed back to the center, still slightly behind, with about 3 minutes to
3
go.
minutes remain.
If we could hold the majority of the map, we could probably win on us. We could probably win in overtime just on timing, just on timeout, just from timing out with the majority of the points. But I don't think we're going to try that. I think we want the prime, and we'll probably get it. Yeah, it's shot down. Let's pick it back up again.
Enemy gun carrier down.
This is probably drawn to the end now. Ah, there's the blue bender. He has no idea I'm back here. Okay.
Attack the tank node.
I've got the ore.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling like blue's outnumbered at this point. There's the red tank. Now well, it would have been nice. Yeah, he is kind of in. Okay, he's going to turn around. I'm just trying to stay out of the way of these vehicles. Okay.
Grab the shape charge.
Looks like somebody on blue was headed over toward the nuke. I don't know if they'll get there, but we got one vehicle in here. And we'll probably get a vendor rolling in here in a second as well. Yeah, they're not playing around. They're going to come in here and bring in every vehicle they can, and at that point, yeah, it's pretty much all over with. Oh, come on. Get him up there. There we go. That's a little bit of overkill, actually. These guys are playing safe. Minute and a half to go. Blue has nowhere near enough lead to pull this out. Well, they do have the tank node now. I probably should have tried the core itself. I managed to stay alive long enough to maybe take 1 point off it. Now this is going to finish it up right. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Blue core destroyed.
Okay.
Red team
Not
wins
a
the
bad
match.
Alright,